So this project is called the Restaurant Operations and Experience Improvement Project, and this presentation will give you a basic idea of what it is, why we're doing it, and some charts that are associated with it, just to give you an overview. So the Restaurant Operations and Experience Improvement Project is being developed to strengthen both the internal scheduling operations and external customer feedback programs. So this is associating all parts of the restaurant. This was created to address reoccurring operational issues that affect efficiency, costs, and customer loyalty, all in negative ways. The two main problems that will be solved with this project are inefficient and unfair staff scheduling and a lack of customer feedback. The main purpose of this project is to create a more reliable, efficient, and customer-centered restaurant environment, something that is enjoyable for both staff and customers. The scheduling system will ensure fair shift distribution, reduce unexpected call-offs, and give employees more predictability in their work-life balance so they know what to expect going into this. Customer feedback program will give management a clear insight into guest experiences, and the service quality will overall be improved because we know exactly what guests are looking for or what they don't like when they come into this restaurant. This is a work breakdown structure of this project overall. It is very detailed, so you know exactly the steps that we will be taking throughout this project. This provides a clear structure and direction for the project, highlighting parts such as the requirements gathering, tool selection, policy development, system setup, training, implementation and monitoring, customer feedback, tool and channel setup, program launch, ongoing review, and performance measurement. Each of these have following steps for each section. And overall, we'll keep the project on schedule. This is the project schedule with dates involved. The project start date is October 2nd, 2025, and based on the milestone chart, it should be wrapped up around December 9th of 2025. These are key milestones throughout the project, and completing these will mean that the project stays on schedule as long as they are completed by the date associated with each step. And these are milestones from the work breakdown structure. This next chart is the resource allocation chart, and this outlines the key project requirements, who's responsible for each, and the measurable acceptance criteria. Each task is clearly assigned to ensure accountability and alignment within the project goals. Resource allocation was based on each team member's expertise, and the structure ensures all resources are used efficiently and progress can be tracked through measurable outcomes. Next is the risk assessment with mitigation strategies. So this chart identifies the risks, a description of each, the likelihood, impact, and the response strategy or mitigation strategy. By assigning responsibility and monitoring progress, we can reduce any unexpected issues and keep the project on track. Some risks are more likely than others, so by looking at this, we can pay closer attention to those that are at a high likelihood and impact. This is just a continued version of that. As you can see, some more operational issues at the bottom. For increased workload for managers during system change, that is a high likelihood risk, so we would pay more attention to a risk like that. Or a people risk, which is staff resistance to new scheduling system. This is a high likelihood, so we pay more attention to that and implement that response strategy to solve it. Next is the communication plan. This is tailored to each stakeholder so the right people get the right updates at the right time. Leadership receives strategic insights, managers and staff get operational and training updates, and vendors and partners stay informed for smooth coordination. This will keep everyone aligned that's involved in the project, and as we all know, communication is the biggest thing within these projects, and if this all becomes out of line, the project will not succeed. So by having this detailed chart here, also continued on this page, we will know exactly how to contact all of the stakeholders within this project and exactly what they will be looking for. Next is the project budget. So this was created using a mix of estimation methods and to ensure accuracy and manage risk. Analogous estimating was considered, but there was limited comparable projects. So as a result of that, we used the bottom-up method, and which involved breaking each task into detailed components, including labor, materials, equipment, and overhead to calculate the precise costs. As you can see in the second column, there is a work breakdown reference. So this is associated with the first chart that I showed. So you can see what part of the project each breakdown is associated with. And this is just a continued version of that. And as you can see, the total estimated cost for this project is $45,160. Sorry. So next is the stakeholder management or matrix. This is an RCI chart, and this defines the roles and responsibilities across all the project phases and ensures accountability and coordination. This will ensure that there's smooth collaboration and effective project delivery. For each, the R is who's responsible for completing the work. A is accountable for ensuring task completion or sign-off. C is consulted before any decisions are made, and I is informed of when any action or decision has been made. So the different roles include sponsor, project manager, IT specialist, etc. But each major part of the project or milestone is located at the top, and within that you can see who's responsible, accountable, as I said. Thank you for listening to this brief overview of the project, and hopefully you think this is a good idea that will benefit our restaurant.